You're right, guys. So that's it. Okay.
Just one to the left, guys.
Straight down at me again, guys. Lovely, done. Cheers, guys. Nearly did it. Here he is, Kugan.
Are we rolling?
We roll.
Are we rolling?
We have you two together.
You're rubbing all my fucking lines the time you come to speak to me. I fucking what I say. You come.
Hey, we're rolling, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We're rolling, yeah? We're rolling, yeah? Scott Quigg, Anthony Crolla, Joe Gallagher.
Cheers, Kugan.
Big matchroom camp, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Happy camp.
Oh no, oh no.
Over 10,000 in the first 10 minutes.
Wow.
Bad them, aren't they?
Wow.
Don't worry, we got there safe. We get your best tickets in, done 10,000 already.
Anthony, delighted to join the matchroom?
Yeah, definitely. It's a great opportunity that I've been given, and as I was just saying then, to box on the 23rd of November on this undercard, being in Manchester, being a Manchester lad, couldn't be any better.
Joe, decision for Anthony to join matchroom, anything to do with you?
No, listen, as you know, Anthony's boxed over his last few fights. I think they've been on matchroom shows, but always as the opponent. And I think, like Eddie said there, they've tried to beat him a few times. In the end, most of them thought, well, can't beat him, we might as well join him. So, like you say, he's nothing to do with me. That's down to Anthony. Is self-managed and he made his own decisions.
And Scott, you've had to do a press conference that lasted nearly 8 minutes in front of a Fox and Groves banner, and you're not even fighting on the bill.
That's what it's come to, hasn't it?
What's all that about?
Just throw me in before I'm
They wouldn't shell out a few £100 just to put his name up there, basically, Joe.
Even just an A4 poster in the background would have been all right.
Did you feel like a bit of a spare part sitting behind there?
This one,
really?
Isn't it?
It's a world title fight you're fighting for.
Well, you wouldn't have thought so with that,
would you? Listen, like I said, there was a good quote, by the way, from you about there's no bad Brazilian footballers and there's no
Jamaican runners.
Bad Jamaican runners and
no bad Cuban boxers.
No bad Cuban boxers.
Sri Lankan bowlers. Sri Lankan bowlers.
Yeah. There's no bad Sri Lankan interviewers either. How about that?
There's only one, that's why.
How are you feeling at the moment about your upcoming fight, which is next week away?
Yeah, I feel good. Excited. Just looking forward to it. The training's going well, and that's all. When it gets to this stage now, it's all the hard work's nearly done, and it's just about looking forward. If you can't enjoy it, then you might as well find something else to do. I mean, to fight for a world title at the MEN. If you can't enjoy that, there's something wrong. So it's just about enjoying it now and just looking forward to the fight and then doing the business on the night.
Did you happen to watch Kid Gallagher versus Joseph Dickens on Saturday night?
I did.
Did you happen to hear some comments from Kid Gallagher after?
It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom, boom, shakalaka boom.
Boom, boom. What, were you impressed by Kid Gallagher?
It's a good fight to watch, good even match. Just how I predicted it in the boxing news. So nothing that I'd not seen before.
But,
except for him, I'd never heard him say boom as many times.
Joe, you were sat there ringside with award-winning reporter Kugan Cassius. Yeah. Nearly kicked off. I was about to run.
Yeah. We missed round 2, looking behind us.
We did. Were you impressed with Kid Gallagher?
Yeah, listen, I thought I had Jazza 1 up at the time of the stoppage. I think Jazza was landing some great head shots early on, but Gallagher was landing some good body shots. I said to you, Kugan, the round before the stoppage, I said you could stop him here in the next round or two if he replies and goes to the body. And boom, it did, didn't it?
It happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, mate. But like I say, it was a good fight, and listen, the natural progression now for Kid Gallagher is British champion. I think he'll be looking for a shot at Carl Frampton, won't he? We're on the world stage level now, and like you say, Kid Gallagher then, the natural progression with your British champions fight for the European. I think Carl is having an eliminator of sorts, but Gallagher's a better opponent than that Parodi who is fighting, and I think that'd be a real good domestic tear-up.
Going back to you, Anthony, have you spoke to Eddie Hearn about your plans and how he sees you in that lightweight mix?
Yeah, we spoke briefly the other day, and it's something we'll sit down and talk more in detail over the next week or so, I reckon. But it's going to be a meaningful fight in November, And like I said, then the lightweight's probably the hottest division out there, certainly, you know, domestically. So there's great fights to be made, both domestically and on the world stage. Obviously, the world stage is the aim, and some of those fights domestically will help enhance me onto the world stage. But like I say, the ultimate goal is to get that world title shot, and that's however whoever I may fight, whether it be domestic or not, that's what I aim for.
When I walked in and I saw Joe, do you know what Joe said to me? He went, "Have you not heard?" I said, "No, what?" He said, "Crolla's fighting Vasquez." Didn't you, Joe?
Yeah, there's a good possibility of that as well, Kugan.
Is it?
Yeah, listen, Anthony Crolla there, I think on the domestic scene there, he's had his tears, wars with Farrell and Matthews and Andy Morris and Watson and Lemond and now Gavin Rees. I think Anthony needs to move on now. There's a European title there that I'd be interested in putting him in, almost probably getting a world ranker. American over for Anthony, I think that's it there. Everyone said that Crolla was a million miles away from Ricky Burns. I think with the Beltran fight, not saying Crolla's a Ray Beltran, but there isn't that bigger gap between them. I just think Anthony needs 1 or 2 fights for challenging possibly your Beltrans, Crawfords, Burns, and that's where I want to see Anthony go now. And like I say, with Matchroom on board, I think that we've got to be singing from the same hymn sheet.
Were you getting a bit frustrated with the comments about when Ricky Burns and Anthony Crolla fight was being linked, obviously before Ricky's fight with Beltran, and they were sort of dismissing Anthony as an opponent for Ricky? Was that annoying you at all?
Yeah, it was a bit, because what it was doing, it wasn't giving Anthony the plaudits or the recognition for a fine win there over Gavin Rees, and they were making down as though Gavin Rees was some numpty. Gavin Rees is a world-class fighter. No British fighters beat him. His only 2 losses was to Broner and Kotelnik. So it was like, God, and Anthony Crolla's gone and beat him. Everyone said we would get stopped in 7 rounds, but he didn't. He went on, and I seen it as one of the upsets of this year. Not in a dramatic sense as in a knockout in the way that Stephen Smith Buckland was, but in the sense that Crolla went there, he was the away fighter, and like you say, got the win, and for him to be dismissed so easily, I thought it was a bit harsh both on Anthony and Gavin Rees as well.
Sorry, momentary lapse there, Joseph.
Yeah, no problem.
So moving forward, obviously, so Anthony, now your camp's quite split now, isn't it? With Matchroom fighters and Frank Warren fighters. It's all good.
Yeah, there's some Dave Caldwell fighters as well, but like I say, there's yeah, it's all good. Like I say, we're all interested in the fighters and what's best for them, whoever presents the opportunities, whether the Frank Warren fighters, they've seen Smith, who's prepared for Buckland, Crolla was prepared for Gavin Rees, and Scott Quigg will be prepared for Salinas. So that's it, the gym's doing well. Liam Smith is about to try and become and make history on Saturday night. 3 British brothers with 3 British titles, and then the hottest prospect in British boxing at the moment, Callum Smith, is looking to win the English title in a very tough fight against Patrick Mender, a good fighter who just had a draw against the world top 10 rated Dmitry Chivinov. So Callum Smith beats him and does it in a good manner, then the sky's the limit for the kid, but we've got to take care of business first.
Well, that's why you forgot about me.
No, of course not.
5 minutes like that.
What were you doing in that time when I was talking to them two?
Just like I was.
I
was still figuring out why I'd not got my own backdrop.
Don't worry, get over it. Don't worry about it. He's on the back. He's on the back. Joe made some comments in the press conference about you people not considering you a world champion. You're not looking at yourself as a world champion until you've actually won that belt.
No, I don't want to be given anything. I want to go out there and earn it. And you know, on the 28th fighting Salinas, I'll go out and beat him. Then I've earned it.
Okay, and Joe, like I said, you stop talking.
Stop cutting me off. Go on.
Joe, you made them comments. Is that where did that come from? About has someone suggested to you that he thinks he's already a world champion?
No, it's just the fact that they'll say, obviously it's not down to us, but the WBA have made him now the world champion. That's out of our hands, whatever they do. Yeah. But we don't see that. We still see that we're a challenge for a world title coming up. But I know people will be out there saying, listen, they're trying to claim that. We're not trying to claim nothing. It's just that's what the WBA have done. He's a world champion. But like I said, we're not a world champion to get that belt lifted above our head on September the 28th, and that's what we intend on doing. And he's against a world-class fighter as well, regardless of what people are saying.
Okay. And Anthony, how's the baby?
Good, all good. Baby Cassius. No, he's called Jesse really, but...
I was just saying, Anthony Crolla showed me a picture of a black baby the other day. As politically incorrect as what I'm about to say is, he did show it to me. Or was it Paul Smith that showed it to me? And I looked at it and said, oh, Oh.
See Crolla's eyes.
No, my baby.
Crolla's hair and eyes.
No, my baby is mixed race, like, but no, he's been brilliant. He's, I'm sure it'll change, but he's hardly even cried the last 2 weeks, so hopefully it stays that way.
Although he missed Dubstone's run Saturday morning.
Yeah, sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Have you got any kids?
No, I'm a big kid myself, aren't I?
Oh, okay. Grand Theft Auto 5, did you buy it?
Come this morning, didn't it? From Amazon. Not gonna lie.
No way, did you?
No, like,
How old are
he
you?
was at Tesco at midnight last night, weren't you?
How old are you, Quigg?
24.
24?
Well, you got to do what you
You're
got.
too old for Grand Theft Auto.
You got to kill time, aren't you? When you're just at home and you can't.
What?
I'm boring anyway. I don't do anything.
You can't what?
You got to rest, aren't you? So sit
Well
there.
played. Well played. Well played.
So you're telling me you're not going to get it?
I've grown out of all that. I'm 32 now, so I've grown out of all that. I like going out, getting hookers, getting on, like, you know. No, not really. But listen, thank you very much for talking to us, Joe.
No problem,
Talk to
Kugan.
you all the time anyway.
Yeah, Sam, we're cool and gang.
It's cool. Have you got any final comments you want to make?
No, I'm just looking forward to Anthony Crolla joining the Matchroom stable. Like I say, it's got to be a great night for him. The old Anthony Crolla anthem will be singing loud on November the 23rd, and hopefully everyone in Manchester gets out and really gets behind Scott Quigg and celebrate him being a world champion on September the 28th.
Alright, Anthony, have you got any final comments to make?
No, I think Joe's just said it all then. I'm just looking forward now. I'm happy to be off the night feeds now. I've got a date. She always promised me that I won't be doing any more night feeds, so I'm just happy to be in our training now and look forward to the November bill.
And you?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to going on playing on the game after.
Can I just say, as this world title approaches, I've slipped down the pecking order a little bit, haven't I? I know you spoke to Sky because you've got to, because you're on their channel, but you spoke to a couple of other people, and then I fall down the list, didn't I?
You're mugging me off because I'm doing the thing, and there's no back.
I'm not mugging you off, but look, I see Frotch Groves.
Your one.
Yeah.
Didn't put it up for you.
Well, because I've not got a belt yet.
Where is it?
You're going to talk to me like that, Eddie, I'll flat.
World champion.
All of a sudden they get gifted a world title, all of a sudden they're big time Charlies. Unbelievable.
All
I'll win it first, son.
Joe, Anthony, Scott, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for coming up, mate. Cheers.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Kugan.
Boo.